Hey, good morning, everybody. Coming to you with my daily reading from Finnegans Wake, and today we will see how far we go. I'll at least do one paragraph, but we may do two or three depending on how long they are. The first paragraph fills up the entire screen, so I'll read that one, and then if the next one or two are short, then I'll keep going. Otherwise, we'll just call it good with one. How beautiful and how true to wife of her when strongly forbidden to steal our historic presents from the past post-propheticals, so as to will make us all lordiers and lady maideses of a pretty nice kettle of fruit. She is living in our midst of debt and laughing through all plores for us. Her birth is uncontrollable. With a naperon for her mask, and her sabots kickin' Arius. So sare, so solly. If you's ask me, and I sack you. How? Gricks may rise and troisers fall, there being two sights for ever a picture. For in the byways of high improvidence, that's what makes life work leaving, and the world's a cell for kitters to kit in, or maybe sitters to sit in, but it's Citters. By the way, I didn't notice that that's what makes life work leaving was going to be a pun until I said it out loud. So a lot of this makes a lot more sense when you read it out loud. Let young women run away with the story, and let young men talk smooth behind the buttler's back. Buttler's is spelled with two T's. She knows her night's duty when Luntum sleeps. Did ye save any tin, says he. Did I what? With a grin, says she. And we all like a merry Dan because she is mercenary. Though the length of the land lies under liquidation, flute. And there's ne'er a hairbrow nor an eyebush in this glabrous face of Herschuft water-welter. She'll loan a Vesta and hire some peat and sarch the shores her cockles to heat, and she'll do all a turf woman can to piff the business on. Paff. To puff the blaziness on. Puff, puff. And even if Humpty shall fall frumpty times as awkward again in the beardsbusulum of all our grand remonstrancers, there'll be eggs for the breckers come to mourn him, sunny side up with care. So true is it that there wears a turnover the tay is wet too, and when you think you catch sight of a hind, make sure but you're cocked by a hen. That's the first paragraph. So we'll do two paragraphs because the next paragraph takes up the rest of the screen, so we'll see how far it goes. Then, as she is on her behaviorite job of quaintance bandy, fruiting for firstlings and taking her tithe, we may take our review of the two mounds to see nothing of the himples here as at elsewhere, by sixes and sevens, like so many Hegels and Colleens, sitten arunt, scent-breeched, and sumpotreek, in their swish-awish satins, and their taff tights, playing Wharton's Folly at a tree purdy in the planko in the perk. Stand up, Mickos. Make strake for Minnas, by order Nicholas Proud. We may see and hear nothing if we choose of the short-legged Bergens off Corkhill, or the Bergamores of Arbor Hill, or the Bergagambles of Summerhill, or the Bergensellies of Misery Hill, or the country-bossed Burgones of Constitution Hill, though every crowd has its several tones, and every trade has its clever mechanics, and each harmonical has a point of its own, Olaf's on the rise, and Ivor's on the lift, and Citrix places between them, period. Okay, that was a really long sentence, but all they are, all there scraping along to sneeze out a likelihood that will solve and salve life's robulus rebus, hopping round his middle like kippers on a griddle. Oh, as he lays dormant from the macroborg of Holdard to the Microberg of pied de poudre. Behove the sound of Irish sense. That's a good summary of the book. Behove the sound of Irish sense. Really? Hear English. Here now they are, the fear of toities. It changed to italics for some reason. Oh, I think this might be, hang on, let me see if this, I think this might be a footnote. So let me skip over here, English. No, it's just strange. He just changes to italics here for no apparent reason. Okay, you never know with this book, you know. So, here English, here now they are, the fear of toties, unum, a Bulban boss surmounted upon an alderman, doom, a shoe on a queer old waban, aho, triam. There's words in parentheses too, I don't know if I should be reading them. An auburn maid, O'Brien a bride, to be desarted. A dear, quadlibus. I'll just read the words in parentheses. Marchus fan. A pen no weightier nor a polepost, and so and all sucketh. Like the word from the Bible, sucketh. So, here I'll do 3 more paragraphs because they're short. So how idlers wind, turning pages on pages, as innocents with Anaclete play Popeye anti-pop. The leaves of the living in the bulk of the deeds, annals of themselves, timing the cycles of events grand and national, bring facile-wise to pass how. Period. 1132 AD. Men like to ants or emmets wondern upon a groot wide whalfisk which lay in a runnel. Blubby wears a pat ublanium. 566 AD. On Balefire's night of this year, after deluge, a crone that hadde, Hadde, a wickered kish for to hail dead turves from the bog lookit under the blay of her kish as she ran for to soothasphage her curiosity. And be me Saul, but she found her cell sackful of swart goody quickenshoon and small elegant brogues, so rich in sweat, blurry works at Hurdlesford. Silent. That's far enough for today. Now I have to count how many paragraphs that is so I can tell you which paragraphs I read. Okay, have a great day.